Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. And as you can see, today we have one fairly familiar face, Darwin Reina to my left. Darwin has been off my radar for a while, probably a couple of months, Darwin, is that right?
Yeah, that's
So I'm
right.
going to have you reintroduce yourself in just a moment. And we have a brand new face right here, Sarah Torres. Sarah, thank you for coming on our show. I'm going to have you introduce yourself. You have as much time as you need. We have a 28-minute program, so I'll give you about a minute. That's a long minute, but please tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
My name is Sarah Torres.
Actually, you can tell me too.
Okay. And well, I'm a local New Yorker,
Right?
and I've been in New York all my life. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids.
You're a mom with 3
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah, I have 3
Wow,
kids.
that's good.
My youngest is a year. She just made a year in
Right.
June on the 23rd. And I have 2 bigger ones. My son is 7, and my daughter's turning 6 in August.
Congratulations. They must be quite a handful. Do you get a chance to practice at home?
Yes, I do. The other 2 are in school, so
Right.
I do a lot of my stretching then.
Right.
I haven't done like the class thing. I did a lot of YouTube instruction.
Right, right.
So it's been
And-
helpful.
How do you take your little one with you when you exercise, when you practice yoga? What,
Yeah, she's usually around,
stretching with you?
or trying her version.
Trying to keep up. Yeah.
her
Good.
version. And outside of that, I do a little bit of acting and modeling.
Right, right.
And I'm looking to publish my book, so
Wonderful. What's the book about? What's it
it's a novel. It's just a nonfiction book.
Right.
It's about relationships, and
Okay.
it's 3 main characters, but at the end you find out that the focus is about the guy because he learns a valuable lesson.
Right.
Yeah, the title will be Affairs Lesson.
You've already got the title. That's
Yeah,
good. A lot of
it's
people
done.
write the book. Oh, you finished writing the book. Fabulous. Did you find a publisher
Wow.
yet?
I'm looking for publishers. I've got a couple of different deals, but I'm not sure of the rules.
Right,
And I don't,
right.
I don't want to do anything wrong, so to speak. So.
You want to be careful who you hook up with. too,
Exactly,
right? You want to
yeah.
be sure you market it right. Well, this is your chance. What's the title again? Maybe people can look you up and contact
It's
you.
called Affairs Lesson. Affairs Lesson.
Affairs Lesson. AFFAIRS.
Yes.
Lesson.
And
LESSON. Sarah Torres. Look her up. Google her if she's not already on YouTube or wherever else. You might find her name and her title maybe in the next couple of months, a year from now.
Yes, I have a YouTube account. It's not.
You do? Okay.
It's not in my official name. 'Cause
Right. But we can Google you, right?
yeah, you can.
We just Google you and we'll find you either on YouTube or wherever else?
Yes.
Okay. SARAH, Sarah, TORES,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
Okay, Google Sarah. Sarah, thank you for sharing that. We wish you the best of luck with your book.
Thank
And
you.
when it's out, we hope we'll get an autographed copy.
Definitely.
That's good.
Yeah.
Darwin Reina to my left. Darwin, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me. I really missed it. I gotta tell you that.
We missed having you here. We
I
missed
really
having
missed it because you lost the persistent,
Right.
the will. When you're not
You want
doing
to,
it. Yeah.
Exactly. You
this-
want others to suffer with you,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. When you're doing alone, it's a little bit complicated
Right.
because you have to be very, I gotta do it,
Focused.
focus.
Right.
But if you're not, you lose the
And you
will.
need the motivation when there are 2 or 3 people together
so
stretching, and we're not just doing it for ourselves. As Sarah and I were talking about before the show, and as you shared with her, we're doing it more for you, our viewers. We're stretching here to show you the different levels that each of us are in different postures. For instance, Darwin may be very good with balanced postures. I may fall out of my balanced postures very often. Sarah may be very good in twists. I may have difficulty with twists. But I may be good in, I don't know, supine postures. Whatever it is, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. So I think it's very important to flaunt our strengths, to make the most of our strengths,
Right.
come to terms with our weaknesses, just make the most of ourselves.
That's amazing. You still remember my balance, huh?
Oh yeah, you do. I do
amazing.
remember, because people instinctively remember when others are good at something because it stays in their mind. What is he good at? Because in the next episode that you come, I'm going to remember that you were good in balance, so I'm going to have have people focus on you,
Yeah.
so that they can keep up with you.
Right.
Maybe in twists. I mean, I'm looking at Sarah and thinking, she's so fit, I'm not going to try and keep up with you. But, in twists, maybe our viewers want to keep up with Sarah. So welcome back to the show, Darwin.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you back. And Sarah,
Very
we hope
happy
you'll
to
come
be
back.
here.
For our viewers, what we're going to do today is take you, as usual, before we start the whole sequence. We always start with a sun salutation. But we're going to do a fairly rapid process, a fairly rapid sun salutation. Maybe 3 of them, one after the other in succession, and then we'll start, as we usually do, with the standing postures. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the seated, and the day after we'll do prone and supine. Now, before we move on, before we start stretching, because we get a little carried away, a little bit of housekeeping. Yogaxpress airs Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35 at 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. That's 1:30 New York time. But if you don't have access to programs in New York, what you might want to do is just look us up on www.mnn.org in real time. So if we are airing at 1:30 in the afternoon New York time, when it is 1:30 in New York, wherever you are in the world, you can actually look us up on Manhattan Neighborhood Network, mnn.org. So you may want to do that. Now, in the meantime, remember that whatever you do, if you're stretching with us, you have a lot of support for you. Besides this program, we also have a website, www.yogaexpress.com. And there's a blog where you can, it's not exactly an interactive blog, but you're welcome to leave comments into my website through that blog. Is it the other way around? For my blog through the website. We also have my 3rd title, Yoga Secrets, which I'm going to hold up for Adina Marmelstein, who's on camera today. She's also one of our directors. And we have a postcard for you. The postcard has 48 simple ailment-specific stretches, very structured, color-coded. And we have, besides that, I haven't got it right here, but we also have a fridge magnet with the same sequence. So you can put this, the magnet on your fridge. The fridge magnet sticks on your fridge. The postcard goes in your handbag or briefcase. Keep the book at home. Don't give yourself or us any excuses not to stretch. You have a lot of support. We also have a poster, and we will give you all of this for free if you come on this show right here with us and stretch with us. Before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our other director, our principal director today, Josiane Hurd. Josiane, thank you for being girl on the spot for us today. And Adina Marmelstein is on camera as well today. Richard Swanson, thank you so much for helping out with all the studio lights and the sound. And Rich, thank you as usual for all your support. We are ready to stretch. If Darwin and Sarah, if both of us are ready, shall we? We're going to stand up. And for our viewers, please remember that if you are able to go deeper into a stretch, don't feel contained by what we are doing. Feel free to experiment. So keep your heels together. I'm going to stagger myself down. And if you want to come forward, Sarah, if you want to come forward so we don't hit each other. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. Remember, when you keep your elbows raised, your mind stays alert, stays in the moment. Close your eyes for just a few seconds. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Open your eyes. Take your arms all the way overhead. Hold it. When we say hold, it's always hold your posture, not your breath. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Place your palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left foot back and then the right foot back. I'm going to have to bring my palms forward since I'm way back on my mat. And then lift your heels for just a few seconds and then press your heels down all the way. Dip your head between your biceps Keep your fingers nicely splayed. Keep your feet nice and firm on the ground, and your feet can be hip distance apart. Now, if you are very flexible, I can see Sarah's heels are all the way down, even though her feet are fairly close. That's wonderful. For me, I'm a little more comfortable keeping my feet apart because that gives me a little more leverage as far as my hamstrings are concerned. So keep dipping, keep exhaling, and dip. Now, inhale, bring your left foot between your hands. Place your right knee on the floor, uncurl your toes in the right foot, and ease off just a little bit. In the next round, in the second round of sun salutation, I will mention the names of each of these postures. Let's just enjoy the motion, all the different movements for now. Keep exhaling and dip your hip. Now, we're going to add a little bit of a Yogaxpress twist to the sun salutation. Left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm on top of the right palm. Raise your left elbow, look up at the raised elbow, and hold. You should feel a wonderful, wonderful stretch on the right side of your obliques and a beautiful twist on the left side. Inhale, let's come out of that posture. Place both your palms beside your left foot, curl your toes in the right foot. Take the left foot back to meet the right in plank position, Dandasana. Plank, hold it right there. Knees, chest and chin on the floor. Exhale, dip your torso, inhale and come up as you straighten your legs. So let's exhale first and dip. Inhale, let's come up. Glide your legs out behind you. The tops of your feet are flat on the floor. And then press with your palms, lift your chin up, and then once you're all the way up, tighten your low back muscles. Take your palms off of the floor. That's to make sure you're using your back, not your arms, not your palms. Place your palms back on the floor, curl your toes in. Forehead to the floor, inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. This time, bring your right foot between the hands and then the left foot. Inhale, right foot forward, and then the left. Both palms together. I'm going to stagger back just a little bit. Inhale with a nice straight back. Let's come up. Take your arms all the way overhead. Exhale and release. Bring your palms down in front of your chest and relax. Now you might have noticed we're going to just hold on for just a few seconds. We're going to stay right here while I explain something. You might have noticed we all brought up. How did you bring your arms down, Darwin? Did your arms come down this way? Do you remember? Okay, I noticed Sarah brought her arms out. That's fine. I did that too. We all did that this time. Sometimes some participants, and I do that too sometimes, we bring it down, straight down. Just remember, viewers at home, it doesn't matter which way you bring your arms down. When you bring it straight down, it helps you stay in the moment and focus. It makes it easier for us to go into meditative mode. When you bring your arms out all the way, you're getting a bit of a physical stretch, a much better stretch as far as your shoulders go. They go back. Your trapezius muscles compact in the back. So you're getting a physical workout. Doesn't matter which way you get out of a posture, you're still getting something out of it. So don't get discouraged if you're not doing it exactly the way we do it here. You want to do it the way your body tells you. All right, now let's not forget the other side. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. Namaskarasana. This time, I'll try and mention the names of each of these postures. Namaskar is prayer posture. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Tilt your pelvis forward just a little bit. Wiggle your biceps behind your ears. Hasta Uttana. Hasta is hands, Uttana is raised. Literally, it's hands or arms raised. Now, as we exhale, we're going to fold from the hip. Keep your back nice and straight. And let's fold into Pada Hasta. Again, Hasta is hands, Pada is feet, hands to feet. Pada Hasta. Place your palms about 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. And before you go back down, I want to point out that's wonderful. What Darwin is doing is really good. It's a very good adaptation. To touch the floor, Darwin needs to bend his knees just a little bit. Now, if you're a runner or you've been sitting on a chair for a long time, it may be your hamstrings may still be a little tight, and that's fine. Make sure that you do make whatever adaptations your body needs. Just listen to your body. Place your palms about 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the right foot back this time, and then the left. Your fingers are nicely splayed. Your feet are hip width apart. If you can manage to keep your feet close, that's good. But I'm going to keep it at hip width because it also helps me hold my balance. And dip your head between your biceps. This posture is called Adho Mukha Svanasana. In a lot of schools in North America, they call it Adho Mukha Svanasana. Literally, Adho is downward, Mukha is face or facing, and Shwana is dog, downward facing dog. The school where I train, this posture is simply called Parvat Asana. Parvat is mountain, and you can imagine why. Now, we're going to inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Inhale, and bring the right foot forward. Uncurl your toes on the left foot, place the left knee on the floor, and let's ease off just a little bit. Ashwa Sanchala. Ashwini is horse, Ashwa Sanchala, like a horse, or equestrian. This posture literally translates into equestrian. So we're all horses and stallion here. Mares and stallion. Now, you have to remember, I'm not a native English speaker. So if I say horses and stallion, I think people know what I'm talking about. Now, let's exhale and dip. Dip your hips. So make sure your pelvis comes as close to the floor as possible. Now, that way, when we go really deep and close to the floor, you can feel, do you feel that, Sarah? You can feel a wonderful stretch in your quad muscles, right? And it feels great because in yoga, what we are doing is we are breathing with our movements. So when you exhale, every time you go deeper into a posture, remember, you need to exhale. Every time you're in pain, exhale. It'll make you forget the pain and you get a little deeper. Of course, if it's a kind of pain that you think is going to hurt you for life or something, you want to ease off. You want to be careful. Now, you will feel a wonderful stretch in your quadricep muscles in the front of the upper left thigh. Now, let's do the little bit of a Yogaxpress twist. Right knee is up. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, the other way. No, that's all right. Take your left arm up. Exhale. You would have figured it out when we had to put the elbow over. Dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place your right palm on top of the left and raise your right elbow. Look up at your raised elbow and hold. Now, this posture does involve a little bit of balance, so you want to stay focused. And remember, viewers at home, if you're stretching with us, if you come out of a posture, get right back in. Do not give up on yourself. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Place both your hands beside your right foot. Curl your toes in the left foot and take your right foot back all the way to meet the left. In Dandasana, Danda or plank, the posture we just came out of is Parsva Kona Namaskara. Let's place our knees on the floor while we have our knees down. Parsva is intense, Kona is Kona, Namaskara is prayer. Intense prayer twist. I like to call it the Yogaxpress twist because the traditional sun salutation did not have a twist. That's the only muscle that the traditional sun salutation did not work with the obliques. So we decided to add that in. Now let's exhale, and before we exhale and dip our torso to the floor, and at the same time we'll inhale and come up. When we go down, it's called Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashta Anga, Ashta is 8, Anga is limbs, literally 8 limbs that make contact with the floor. Your 2 hands, chest, chin, the 2 knees, and your feet, 2 feet. So let's exhale, dip, and then we inhale and come up into Bhujanga or Cobra. Exhale and dip. Keep your elbows close to your body. Inhale, glide out into Cobra. Press with the tops of your feet. Use your feet, press with the tops of your feet to push your chest up. So bring your chest all the way up, and then keep inhaling. Engage your low back muscles and take your palms off of the floor. Bhujanga or Cobra. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Place your palms back on the floor. Curl your toes in, forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Inhale, let's come up. Keep exhaling in mountain position. This time I'm going to bring the left foot forward. Excuse me. Between the hands, and then the right. Pada Hasta. Place your hands together. Inhale. Let's come up with a nice straight back. Exhale and release. This time I remember to bring my palms down, so I'm trying to get into the meditative state. I'm not quite there, but we'll get there. Let's relax a little bit. We're going to take you, our viewers, through. Did we do the other side? We did 2 sides, right?
Yes.
That's it. Good. One, I mentioned the names. So I think 1 full round of sun salutation is good enough. We're going to take you, our viewers, through some standing postures. Many of them, the sun salutation is already incorporated into the sequence. In fact, they're all in the standing sequence, except that they're in a slightly different order. So let's start with some of the standing postures. Now, Darwin, you know how we work. So did you specifically, I know you're good with balance postures. Do you want to focus on balance, or do you want to do standing, seated, prone?
Balance, right?
He wants to do that because he likes it.
Yeah.
Remember, whenever you're good in a particular posture, whenever there are certain postures that you're very comfortable with, they become your favorite postures. So when you're good at something,
That's true.
it becomes your favorite,
Yes.
right? I hate postures that I'm not good at because I know I'm not good at it, so I don't like it. But we all learn to get there. Okay, let's do balance. Since we don't have too much time, let's go with the balance postures. Let's start with the tree posture. Remember, for our viewers out there, if you're stretching with us, every time you're in a balance posture, look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. Now, as you get stronger in your balance postures, you may want to bring your gaze closer and closer to where you are. In the beginning, you want to look at something quite far away. Don't look at people. Don't look at Adina. Don't look at Josiane or Kristen or anybody. Just look at something that doesn't move so that you can hold your balance. Excuse me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a posture called tree. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Lift your left heel off of the floor. Turn your left knee out to the side. Place your right hand on your right hip. Inhale, lift your left ankle. Lift your left foot up. Hold on to your left ankle with your left hand. Attach the sole of your left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh. You want to make sure that you can actually keep you want to hold this posture for a longer time. So if you bring your left knee out to the side, you might find it makes it a little easier, makes a lot more sense too. Look at a point. I'm going to look at the base of the tripod right there. Place your palms, when you're ready, place your palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. And if you're good to go from there, let's keep inhaling. Take your palms all the way up. Very gently. Keep looking at a point. If you come out of a posture, get right back in. Let's not be too hard on ourselves. We're just giving it a shot. We're all trying. We're all going to stay there with you. Exhale. Release your hands very gently. And then use your hand to release your left leg. Place the left leg on the floor. Now transfer the weight to the other leg, to the left leg. Place your left hand on your left hip. Inhale. Hold. Hi, Deetra. Thank you. Inhale. Lift your right foot off of the floor. Turn your right knee out. Hold on to your right ankle. Attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of the upper left thigh. We have about 5 minutes left, so I think it'll be very comfortable taking you through another 5 to 6 postures. When you're ready, place your palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. Look at a point that doesn't move. And viewers at home, if you're stretching with us, either at work or at home, feel free to use a chair or a table. Right here, we are limited by space over here in the studio, so we don't have room to put a chair. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. And Darwin, the next one is for you. If you're very comfortable, first you can bring your palms, open up your palms, and then if you think you're ready, you may want to try closing your eyes. I don't think I'm ready, but I'm going to try anyway.
Me too.
That's it. 1 second is all I can go. Okay, palms together. Very gently. Release. And then release your leg. How does that feel?
Good.
3. Thank you, Deetra.
It's good, huh?
It feels good,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Let's give it a shot.
And the point, it works a lot.
Right, looking at a point that
Yeah.
doesn't move. We can start with the base of the tripod and then that blue tape over there and then this mic. And then slowly, as we come closer and closer, we can close our
Yeah, the
eyes.
balance gives you it makes you feel good. Why?
It makes you feel good because you're in the moment.
Because
you're
you-
staying, you're enjoying it because all your senses are coming together and you're staying right here.
You're right.
Your mind is not diverted. You're not thinking about your
Right.
shopping list, not thinking about your
Exactly,
dinner,
you need-
whatever.
Yeah, you need only thinking about the.
You're just staying in the moment.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, Darwin. The thing is to live in the moment, not
Right.
just for the moment. You live in the moment
Right.
for the future.
Right.
It makes sense, right? You're a writer, so you probably understand that very well. We want to enjoy every moment so that our future feels more comfortable. Okay, let's take it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get that. Place your right foot in front. Take the left foot back. Inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. And Sarah, I know you're fairly new to our program. Feel free to watch the monitor. And keep your right foot nice and straight. You don't want to bend your knee because we're going to balance our body on that. We're going to exhale, dip our torso, inhale, lift the left leg up like a balancing scale. Tula Danda, exhale, and lift the left leg up. And then keep exhaling, dip your torso like a T. Look at a point that doesn't move. Right now, I think we just have, let's inhale, come up. We can probably just about look at the mic. Exhale and release. And then now let's switch legs. Let's take the right leg back. Tula Danda, balancing scales. Danda is stick or scale, and Tula is balancing. 1, wow, that was fast. Okay, inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms in any manner you've been trained. Exhale, dip your torso, lift your right leg. Look at a point that doesn't move. Inhale, let's come up. Release your leg to the floor. Exhale and release. While we are going to go into the next 2, hopefully into 2 more postures, I'd also like to thank Deetra Kelsey, who is just is also pitching in for us today. Thank you, Deetra. Thank you, Josiane Hurd, our director. And thank you, Adina Marmelstein. All 3 of you, thanks for making this episode possible. Richard Swanson, thank you so much for these amazing lights. And Rich and Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Thanks so much for making today happen. Let's do Uttita Pada, raised foot. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Inhale, lift your left foot up. Hold on to your left big toe. Exhale, extend your left foot out in front of you. Let's transition into Natraj. Take the left foot behind you. Stay where you are. Take the left foot behind you. Inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, dip your torso, lift your knee. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale and release. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Inhale, lift your right foot up, hold on to your right big toe with your right hand. Extend your right foot all the way out. Uttita Pada, raised foot, and then we go into Natrajasana. Hold on to your right ankle from behind. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your torso, lift your knee, and hold. Inhale, let's come up while the cameras are still rolling. Let's steal 1 more posture. Cross your right leg over, around your calf. Garudasana, Garuda is eagle. Right knee is up, left arm goes up. Inhale. Exhale, dip your left elbow over your right, wrap your palms together, and hold. Look at a point that doesn't move. Release the legs first, and then the arms. Darwin knows why we release the legs first, so we don't fall out. Switch over to the other leg. Cross the left. Okay, that's all right. Let's finish the posture anyway. Thank you.
That's
Cross
it.
the left leg.
You're so fast.
But I know. But let's finish, otherwise we're going to feel